voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
What up? How y'all doing? Happy hump day. I hope y'all are humping if you want. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. How are y'all? Come on in here. Get in here. Get in here. Y'all already know what time it is. And I left my pad. Saint, do me a favor, Saint. Reach me my pad and that pencil right there. Wishful thinking. I'll get it. But either way, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing well. It is Wednesday. Today is the morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday. Y'all pull up, pull over, and pop out. Make sure y'all also subscribe to the channel. We will get the channel to 100K. I'm going to make a believer out of a lot of people. We will get the channel to 100K by the end of the year. Now, with that being said, why not be a part of history? Go ahead on and like the video and subscribe to the channel, honey. I don't even know if that would be history, but in my head, it's history to me, okay? So with that being said, shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new, welcome. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to everybody in the building. Facebook, nope, I ain't on Instagram. Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, and I need to figure out Twitter, but shout out to y'all as well. Now, today is Wednesday. Y'all know regular housekeeping. Please make sure you guys are doing your genealogy. If you are a melanated person from this hemisphere, the Western hemisphere of the world, then you need to be doing your genealogy. Find out who you are. What you've been told about who you are is a lie. The only truth to who you are is through your genealogy. It is simply a family tree, and you're just trying to figure out who you are and who you were. Like I told y'all yesterday, a lot of our ancestors were prominent people in America. You would just never know that the way that they talk today. But we coming back and get our teams, okay? And part of that is you got to do your genealogy. Reparations, you got to have a genealogy. They're not just going to give it to you because your birth certificate say you African-American. You got to have genealogy. So y'all do your genealogy. Also, make sure y'all are doing meditating for those who are interested. Meditate, go outside. You know, you don't have to meditate outside. You can meditate inside. But please do a little 10 or 15 minutes of meditating. And then also make sure you guys are grounding. You guys go outside, take your shoes off, put your bare feet to the soil, not the concrete, to the soil, and just sit and be. Think positive thoughts, dispel whatever you feel like is negative about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like praying, but you just thinking. Yeah, that's the best way I can say it. I feel like, to me, it's like praying, but instead of like on your hands and knees like this, you're just thinking like, oh, instead of asking, you're just saying, hey, these are the things that I want. These are the things that I don't want. These are the things that I like about myself. It's just whatever it is. That's what you need to do. But I'm not no expert. I'm just telling you how I do it. But y'all make sure y'all are grounding, meditating. But most importantly, make sure you are doing your genealogy, okay? Y'all get the likes up on the video. And shout out to everybody in the building. Beautiful Ink, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you, honey. Now I gotta get the pad, but I know what's on there. Today's show, we have Jimmy Kimmel came back. Jimmy Kimmel came back from his hiatus, his a few day hiatus, and I'm telling y'all now, this is all cap. The whole thing is a skit. It's all a lie. Let me get my girl Carly on here. When it comes down to this whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, it was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
The clears are playing in our face. Not only are the clears playing in our face, Cardi and that label is around there playing in our face with that orchestrated beef between her and JT. And I don't want to hear nobody holler, they've been beefing for years. Y'all slow as turtles. the world is a stage. But she's another one who was lying. Cardi, we gonna get on that, but we don't really care about that for the most part. I want to talk about these loose-wristed rumors on her man. And to these women out here who really over here clapping for Cardi because they really think she's got it. She has made it. She's done her big one. Y'all will be the same women crying and boo-hooing, thinking all men ain't crap because you was too stupid to see the signs in front of you because all you cared about was how you felt. If this man is loose-wristed, which I believe that he is, it's everything Cardi asks for. And for women who clap for Cardi, that's probably the cycles in your life too. Only a slow individual, only somebody without a brain will look at Cardi's situation and think that that is okay. I don't care if Cardi had $1 trillion. I'll tell you what, there's a difference. A woman would not look at what Cardi said and go, yeah, that's the thing. A woman wouldn't. A female or women, quote unquote, they would. It's a difference. It's level. We gonna get onto that. And I forgot what else I have on this doggone thing. What else I got on here? Vaccinating FBA. That's another thing. Trump and JFK, RFK, the son, the nephew, they'd have been coming out here telling y'all black people don't need these vaccines. And I've never seen black people windmill to poison themselves in my life. But we gonna discuss it. And this ain't our first rodeo. And then we obviously got to stuff. I told y'all about the MAGA at the HBCUs. But y'all get on up in here. Get the likes up on the video. We got a lot to discuss. Now, we were just talking about the whole. No, I'm gonna save that. I ain't gonna do that yet. I'm gonna use that when I get to her segment. All right, cool. Wait, is this one? Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to set up. Ooh, wait, that might be too early for that, though. Girl, I had saw some stuff going on and it was of confusion. I have a moment for y'all, a teaching moment. Are you guys familiar with squatters' rights and squatters' laws? Put a 3 in the chat if you guys are familiar with things like the squatters' rights and squatters' laws. For anybody who are unfamiliar with squatters' rights and squatters' laws, basically in certain states in the United States of Louisiana. Did I say the United States of Louisiana? Home must be on my mind. Oh, there's something on my mind. Anyways, the United States of America have certain states, and those states allow what people call, or some may call, squatters. Squatters are random, everyday, regular schmegular people who, if you abandon your home for X amount of time, they have every right to walk into your home, whether they break in it or not, and it now occupies or becomes their home. Now, a lot of you don't know this, but I tell y'all this all the time. If you pay attention to what you're looking at today and you understand that the world repeats itself and history repeats itself, then you can look at squatting and say, wait a minute. If they squatting today, they had to been squatting back then, and you would be right on cue. So when the clears came over and the Negro Peons, because it wasn't just the clears, and some Africans. But when they came over here with that plot that they had to take over, you have to understand part of the game was to get other people in. Black Americans, only FBA, Indians, Indigenous, Hebrews, whatever you niggas is today. I'm only talking to you. And this is the trick that you have been tricked out of since the beginning. Okay? Every single group that has come into this land has one objective: to oppress you and to take your land. The fact of the matter is they've almost done with taking the land. For the most part, they've gotten most of our ancestors' land. That's why I have a segment called Reparations in the Form of Land. You want liquid gold? You want generational wealth? The clears know where it's at. Bill Gates and them know where it's at. You the only one thinking living in the city, driving in flashy cars is what it's all about. And then we'd be wondering why we close our eyes and our children don't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. Story for another day. If you could pay attention to what's happening today, and look back at what happened in the past, you would know that this is something that was strategically done. But just like everything that enemy has created for us, fentanyl, drugs, mental health, prescription pills, HIV, just like every single thing that enemy creates for us, it always backfires on them tenfold. For people who do any type of releasing of negative energies and spirits and witchcraft, you typically say, hey, I release these energies or this witchcraft, blah, blah, blah. And then you say, I send it back to sender tenfold. Our ancestors have been sending back to sender every single thing that enemy has put up on us. Think about it. I'm talking about, and we can only start in the 80s with HIV, from HIV on the way up to here. Every single thing they put on us backfires on him and on them. And it's the same thing with squatting. Now, this is where they got mad with the squatting. If you guys recall, when Scamala and them was sending all these people in here, bringing them in by the boatloads, they were allowing those people to squat. Now, I told y'all in the milk sphere, in the clear people sphere, there's hierarchies. And the people who we might deem as just regular white ain't white compared to the whites, if it makes sense. So if the KKK didn't like the Europeans coming over in the 1800s and didn't want them to identify as white, and they were white, what do you think they thought about foreigners like the Hispanics, like the Venezuelans and things of that nature? So this is when you started to hear clear people lose their mind, because now the tides have turned. So let's go back a little bit. During the construction or the organization of what we call the United States of America, that enemy created a position in his constitution and in his laws that stated that because we need people to come in and take the land from Black Americans, we are going to implement something such as what we call today squatters law, right? That means anybody can come into your home that they deem, or that the city or the state or the federal government deems abandoned, and they can take over your home. That is one of the tools that was that was used to take a lot of our lands. Them stories about, oh, Grandpa Joe used to own 100 acres of land. Oh, Grandpa Mary used to own, Grandmama Mary used to own 1,000 acres of land. Now we only got 100. A lot of that was happening. Squatting. Now fast forward to 2025. Here we are, they still squatting, but the clears are not the beneficiary of the squatting. So now they freak out. But this is how weird and crazy that enemy is. Now, remember, this law was created to steal and take from you, Black America, your ancestors, the ones you need to be doing genealogy for and finding out what's owed to them so you can go get it back. Okay? What's cunning and disgusting about this enemy is they know good and well right now in 2025, my people, Black Americans, are not by and large, or even in any sort of collective, the ones going around squatting in people's houses. It's typically clears and foreigners with the hard ER. But what do? Find one Black person squatting and put her up on blast. Now, don't get me wrong, or him on blast. I don't know what this is. It don't matter. This is what I'm trying to say. It's bigger than, oh, they just trying to target us. You have to understand engineering, social engineering. They are putting a face on squatting the same way they put a face on welfare. Do you guys recall? Put a 3 in the chat if you recall the welfare queen. I want to say it was the 80s, the 70s, or the 80s. The welfare queen was this Black woman who was able to be smart enough, if we really want to talk about it. She was intelligent enough to beat the welfare system to where she was getting welfare and getting that bag too. Minks for days, okay, on welfare. But they used her situation and branded her the welfare queen. And even in 2025, when I talk amongst my people believe that we are the face of welfare. But what they don't tell you is it's never been us. It's always been the poor whites. They, by and large, monopolize the welfare system, not us. That's why it's so hard for most of us to get food stamps. I know, I done tried many times. And when I was approved, when I had my baby, I got like minimal. They put that brand on welfare, and now in 2025, and I talk amongst my people, and they speak of welfare, they automatically think of us. That's called subconscious and social engineering. They're doing the same thing with squatting. Now, here come this clear man going up to this house. Oh, I'm just coming to see about squatting. And here come a black person looking poor, opening the door. But again, it's not about him being funny or trying to show, hey, it's squatting going on. Yeah, I need y'all to catch on to these underlying cues that your subconscious is going to take. Because see, your conscious won't realize what's going on. The way you think, the part of the brain that you think you control, that don't realize what's going on. Your subconscious is a wheel that keeps on spinning, and that enemy knows that. That's why he put poison through your music, your entertainment, your books, your education, your church. He knows it, and he's actively attacking it every single day. And even if it's things as small as advertisements on posters or commercials or anything like this, you need to understand that they're posturing to make us the face of something. But one thing I know, and I hold dear to my heart, is that enemy knows his time is up. And unfortunately, the regular clears, not the ones who at the tippy top, they may not be privy to that. They really still think that they living in the days that they thought they were in or they heard about before the ancestors got here in America. But their time is up. It's running real fast. And see, the people at the tippy top of the clear pyramid, they didn't tell the ones at the bottom. That's why they freaking out and losing their minds. But what they're trying to do is save face. Oh, let's just make all this about Black Americans. Same thing Charlie Kirk did. Everything was about a nigga. And you saw what happened to the last security guards. But I'm saying all that to say they're using this as social programming, social engineering to get you to put a face on something negative. I need you. This is what meditating and grounding is going to do. I need you to get a hold of your own brain because this enemy has it, and that is the most powerful tool that you have. And he has been poisoning you, but he has upped the ante as of today. Okay, let's get right into this video because I felt like I talked too long. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get into it.
Wonderful.
I'm coming to move in.
You are?
Yeah, I got the keys. What's for dinner?
I'm not cooking dinner. I'm gonna go pick up my child.
Oh, can I get in?
No, sir.
But I have the deed here.
You do?
Yeah, here's the deed. Here's the check.
All right.
Here's the deed, and I got permission from the landlord.
Okay. Tell the landlord.
So I can legally go in there.
Well,
Yeah, I can legally go.
Yeah, you can legally come
So
in.
let me in my house.
I'll let you in your house. This is Lynn Williams' house.
Oh, it's
Lynn Williams.
It doesn't say Lynn.
Well, of course not, because she took all my paperwork and everybody else know it.
If I left my house, say for a month
and a half,
you think you would be entitled to move in there?
Well,
take my stuff.
Well, it's a lot of. I'm not the only one that is squatting. It's a lot of other people on the block. If you want to be technical, and a lot of people encouraged me to do what I'm doing now.
But she wants her place back.
Yeah, but I had put a lot of work in here, and I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
And let's be clear. Listen to what she's saying. This is how a lot of our ancestors lost a lot of homes and land. They had them disease-ridden clears coming over here with their lice, they whatever they had, coming over here, taking land that, we feel like it's unoccupied. And these were the things that they were able to use to get away with stealing the homes and lands of the people. These are the ones the KKK wasn't running off. So it's just odd that now we go on TV or we go on the internet to blast this thing because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. The chickens have come home to roost. Now they taking y'all stuff. And again, they only use this person to put an image on the squatters. I promise you. Because remember, we can't say the immigrants because if we say that, then it's going to imply that Trump ain't doing his job to get them up out of here. So what's the next thing? A Negro.
Is that power hooked up legit there?
My power is.
That's not legit.
It's not legit.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed. Wonderful.
I'm coming to move in.
You say you stealing power. She said, I am blessed. You know what? In her words, in her way, she is blessed. She is blessed. But this is what I'm saying, y'all. It's social engineering. It's a way to give, and I'm only using this because it's small, but this is what they've been doing since the beginning of time. This is what they've been doing, man. They've been putting stuff on us same thing with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk would sit on here and say gang violence and black on black crime is the end all be all when it don't have nothing to do with them. It don't even affect them for real. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. It's all about a way to not only get the blame off of them and shift that energy off to them, but to shift it onto you and to keep you distracted, not only distracted, but keep you under them. That's why y'all be hollering supremacist this, supremacist that. Them clear people ain't know nothing supreme to me. Not now, no. You get it? Y'all get the likes up on the video and shout out to everybody in the building. Now, I want to get into the show. Let's get into while we're on it. Let's get into hepatitis B with Donald Trump. Now, RFK, is that his name? The nephew, the one who's the health dude, the one who didn't get popped. Him. So apparently, I remember he did this thing. It was kind of like, I don't know if it was like a town hall. I'm just getting into politics or whatever. But either way, he did this whole thing and he was talking about how Black Americans don't need as many vaccines as the clears, right? Now, this is the part that got me, and I still don't understand to this day, and maybe somebody can come on here and help me out. What is wrong with someone saying you don't need as many vaccines as you were getting? And the only reason I'm asking is because my people have been indoctrinated, because remember, they don't vaccinate the clears like they vaccinate us. And when they do vaccinate, they get different vaccines. Okay? Let's really be clear. When they do vaccinate the clears, they get different vaccines. So we getting the special juice. Our churn coming out the wound and getting shot up straight off the cuff. Pop, pop, pop. 2-week checkup. I remember I had a baby 22 years ago. And I remember my baby first checkup. My baby got about 8 shots. And at 19 years old, that didn't feel right to me. It just didn't feel right. Not only that, these children got to get shots all the way up. And you don't realize they have quadrupled and then some the amount of shots since we were kids and getting shots. This is why I'm telling you, you're going to have to practice emotional intelligence. You guys, if you shut out a person because you don't want to hear their message, you are going to walk yourself right into hell. Black Americans, get out your feelings. This ain't to hurt you. This right here is to help you. So you can sit up here and I'm not talking to nobody in particular, but I know my people. Oh, I don't like Trump. He's an orange man. But I don't like the Kennedys. But if you look past how you feel, you get out your heart and get in your head, you will realize this is actually to your benefit. This to your benefit. Now, again, if you want to have all the shots in the world, have at it. But for the ones who need the education and are looking, I have information for you that you need to be looking at. And the fact of the matter is this. I told y'all autism has risen in our community. I told you guys mental health issues, especially between the Black boys, has risen in our community and all that stuff. Cancer, we have been written with all types of stuff. And there are things specific to my community that only happen to us. And that's why we have the same diseases. And one of those things are the vaccines. Okay? I'm not telling you what to do with you or your kids. Do what you want. This is what I'm telling you. There's nothing wrong with somebody saying, hey, these Black Americans, genetically, I started to realize after doing the research, they don't need as many vaccines as we do. Because you even can admit to yourself, and you ain't got to say it on this chat. You can even admit to yourself that you believe genetically you are superior to the clears. Am I correct? If you believe genetically, take Trump and RFK off the table, because I'm only trying to help somebody who need the help. You wonder why these children got autism diagnosed with this, that, and the third at 4, 5, and 6, ADHD. They can't read, they can't sit still. Y'all drugging them up on any and everything. Don't get me started. You're turning your children into zombies because the teacher told the nurse, and the nurse told the doctor who told you. Now your children walking around like this. They either jumping off the wall or like this. And you thinking it's this, and you really think that this is the way it works. You think that this is the right thing. Have at it. It ain't for everybody. 2/3. 2/3. 2/3 ain't gonna make it. I feel like this, okay? You believe in your heart of hearts. If you read the Bible, your Bible, everything and everywhere tells you that genetically you are inferior, superior, not inferior. That means you're above these clear people. So if they need 100 vaccines, why you think you need 100? And you don't have, it's rhetorical. Answer it in your head. If you are superior genetically to them and they need 100 vaccines, why do you need 100? If any. Story for another day. This is what I'm saying to you. And I'm only talking to you because I've seen this in my chat when I've talked about other things. I need you guys to listen to me. If you use your heart, if you rely on your feelings, you will perish. You will not make it. If you only solely, even if you pick and choose when to rely on your feelings, you will not make it. And this is what meditation and prayer is going to do for a lot of y'all. Y'all need to learn to go head over heart. That enemy got you heart over head and you can't think. You can't use it. It don't work no more. Y'all I watch it and I'm sorry I'm getting frustrated because I see this on a day-to-day basis. Every time I log into a social media network, even in walking and passing, people literally don't use this muscle. The biggest muscle they got, they don't use it. Everything they know and say is given to them. And that's because you guys have been heart over head. I need you in these times, in these imperative times, for once to start meditating, to figure out, use your discernment and figure out when to go head over heart. Because you so busy worried about not liking Trump and RFK, you shooting poison in your children. And you wonder why at 2021 he fucked up. You wonder why she getting cancer at 25. On all her ovaries, and she about to die from cancer. But you've been doing it good though. But the way it's been going has been working for us. Cancer rates has been skyrocketing. Fibroids is like having a name. Everybody black that's a woman got fibroids. Everybody got fibroids. Girl, I don't know who don't have a cyst or fibroids. If you're a black American. I don't know nobody who never had found, who went to a doctor and had not found a cyst or a goddamn fibroid. But the way we've been doing it been working, right? Yeah. Y'all slow as turtles. Man, y'all, this is crazy. But again, I'm only talking to the ones who hear the hill. Okay? This is what I'm saying. We have been lied to. And if you go into these situations heart over head, you will fall by the wayside. I'm not here to run back and grab nobody's hand. I'm telling you now, I'm on. Me and the people that's on, we keep it moving. We not running back to hold nobody's hand, pick them up and show them. It's a wrap on that. Nigga, it's time. It's real shit going on in this world today. Real stuff. Y'all playing. And what I'm telling you guys is, I'm not telling you to listen to what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is come out of your heart, get into your head, and God gave us something very particular, something so special, and it's something that no other group have. They have it, but not to the level that we have. The level of discernment and the intuition that the Most High have put on us, He has equipped us, acorns, with everything we need. He has equipped us, acorns, with everything we could always need, just like an acorn. An acorn falls off an oak tree, it is already equipped from the moment it come here with everything it needs. The Black American woman with that mitochondrial E gene. Whenever she's put, even in her mother's womb, what does she have, ladies and gentlemen? All the eggs that she'll ever need. All the eggs that she'll ever have in her lifetime. Not even just about women, just us, period. You have it. It's just that the enemy has distracted you and started controlling your mind from the backside so much to where you won't even hear truth in your own ears because I don't like him. I don't like what he said about Beyonce. I don't like that he had beat his wife. I don't like that when he had, remember back when he was dating so-and-so and y'all gonna miss it. All of y'all gonna miss it. Fix your brain. Get out of your heart and get in your head. Now, back to what I was saying. When it comes down to these vaccines, the fact of the matter is this. Vaccines have been harmful as F to Black Americans. Do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what the statistics say, okay? And I'm telling you what I can look around and see when I go left and right and look at my own people. It has been the worst thing that's happened to us. One of the enemy's enemy, okay, that he has put on us. And when these people are coming on here telling you, rather you want to listen to it, and let me tell you, and I told y'all this about Trump. Trump is very clever. He loves saying some shit so ignorantly that the people who looking for him to say something ignorant, the point, this be them and this be the point. He do that on purpose. You have to understand, you genetically have been given and prepared when you fell from your oak tree. You had everything you needed. You really didn't need none of these vaccines, if we really want to be honest. If we truly want to be honest, because we ain't have them 100 years ago. Then what we was doing 100 years ago. Okay? And I saw somebody say something about RFK with medical experience. I wish a nigga would, who got that COVID vaccine, tell me about RFK with a medical experience. I wish a nigga who got that COVID-19 vaccine, listen to me, that's gonna send me over the roof. I wish a nigga who stood in that line and rolled up his sleeve talking about, I don't want to lose my job, I don't want to lose my house. I wish a nigga would come up here hiding about RFK don't have no medical experience. That other white boy didn't, and this was you. That other white boy didn't, what his name is? Fauci. Fauci didn't. Fauci ain't no medical doctor. And look at you. This was you. This was you. Not me. You. I don't want to lose my job. You don't understand. I just got this job. I don't want to lose my house. You don't understand. I got kids. I wish a nigga would. I wish, man, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all so hypocritical. That's why I be laughing when Charleston White be driving y'all crazy because y'all slow as turtle. And I don't mean y'all in particular. I mean my people. Something is wrong in our head, and I'm trying to wake us up out of it, but it's so hard. It's so frustrating. This is a damning task that the Most High has put on me. I ain't even gonna hold you. Boy, when he said these people were stiff-necked, he didn't lie, he didn't lie, he didn't lie. You niggas gonna look me and type with your fingers in my chat that you don't want to listen to RFK because he don't have medical experience. But when Fauci told your duck ass to go roll your sleeve up, you was running, you was Johnny on the spot in the line. Man, go sit down. Man, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go lay. For everybody who feel like that, go lay. And no, don't go lay. Go to a mirror. That's what you do. For everybody who on here saying that, because my own people persecuted me behind the shot. So everybody who on here saying that, don't go lay down. Go straight to a mirror. That's what you do. Go straight to a mirror. Y'all gonna let this political stuff kill you. Politics do not belong to you. That's how you got tricked. You really think your sovereignty or your savior is on the left or the right side, you po fools. Politics gonna get y'all killed. Oh yeah. Politics literally gonna walk you to your grave because y'all not thinking. Y'all are not using your brains. You see what's going on in politics right now. Them white folks damn near killing each other. And y'all still in the chat hollering about left, right, Trump, Harris. It's weird to me. Something is wrong. I already know it. My people sick. And again, this is what I meditate on all the time. I have to think about it. My people have been poisoned and my people are sick. They don't know. They don't know. They really don't know. And trying to talk to most of my people, oh my God, they don't know. Back to what I was saying. When it comes down to the shot, John, not John. Why I keep saying John? His daddy must be in my spirit or something, or uncle, whoever he was. RFK was saying we need the shot. Now here we go with Trump. Trump over here talking about how the hepatitis shot nobody needed. Let me tell you something. Most of them shots y'all didn't need. Okay? Most of y'all getting whooping cough shots in your old age. Have y'all ever, let me ask y'all a question, because I hadn't done this until 2020. Prior to 2020, I had never done this. Have any of you guys ever looked up the ingredients in these shots? Well, if you haven't, I'll tell you what's in them. Most of one shot have 3 to 4 to 5 shots in one. So they'll come over there and tell you, oh, come get your flu shot. But you don't know your flu shot got whooping cough shot. It's got hepatitis in it. It's got, they took a bunch of vaccines and put them together. Okay. And when you start to realize most of the shots you got, you might got one shot that got 4 different vaccines in it. Right. And then you realize for the other 3 things, I don't even need that. I implore you guys to do your research. I really implore y'all to do your research. While y'all windmilling on me and everybody in the chat behind shots, have at it. Get full. I'm just trying to educate the ones who don't know. And I implore everybody to do their research. I spent 2 years on vaccination research. I know what I'm talking about. I had to fight a whole system. I left a whole career behind this shit. I know what I'm talking about. Nigga. Okay. And that flu shot stuff, let me say that too. Black Americans, we ain't never got no flu shots up until we either got them jobs that made us. We grew up, ain't never got no flu shots. At one point, we thought all clear women got it. You see what I'm saying? Girl, them people just got us doing anything. And to the black people who started wearing sunscreen, baby, let me tell y'all something. Black people, y'all following clear people. I got to say this part. This is on my heart. Black Americans who started to wear sunscreen, you guys are starting to realize that now you have to wear sunscreen. This is what happens when you follow that white boy. Black Americans ain't never needed no sunscreen. You know how I know? And I don't care what color you was. You know how I know? I grew up in the 90s. Nigga, we used to get up in the morning and eat breakfast, eat our cereal or whatever. We outside from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, nigga. What you mean? And I grew up with my black ass and 2 siblings who was just red as the damn light. So don't tell me, oh, you need it now. Yeah, it's like crack. That first hit, get your skin, and now you need it. I've seen so many people, of my people, every time I'm on vacation or every time it's somewhere, just applying that shit. You're making yourself addicted to their stuff. You have a thing called melanin. The Most High gave you acorns. The Most High gave you acorns, everything that you need. But you over there listening to them clears, they don't have that protection that you have. That's why in the Middle East, they dress like ghosts. You have a natural protection, and not only protection, attraction to that thing up there that feeds you. It's called the sun. It literally feeds you and you feed it. So for y'all out there applying all these layers of sunscreen, my heart goes out to you, fat. You can get off of it. It's literally like crack for your skin. You know that, right? You do know that, right? Sunscreen is crack for your skin. You can get off of it with the help of rehab. Stop putting that stuff on your skin. That stuff was made for them. Remember, ye are gods. You think a god will come to America or come to the earth and need sunscreen? And somebody says not the same son. Listen, it works for me. That's all I can say. All right, now let's get into Trump. Now, Trump is on here talking about how the hepatitis vaccines that is sexually transmitted and we don't need it. I have a question. How is that not common sense? If hepatitis B is an STD, why do we need a vaccine for it to prevent it? It's the same thing. Like, I remember I told y'all my daughter at about 12 or 13, her pediatrician called me and wanted to give her a shot that's supposed to help stop the cause or spread of cancer. And I said, but she don't even have it in her direct bloodline. And they were like, but oh, it's a vaccine that all the girls. I seen it on a commercial one time. I told her pediatrician, yeah, no. But I know so many of my people took it because cancer ravages our community. But these quote unquote preventatives are the ones that's really messing y'all up. And what I want to know is, this is what I want to know. If it's an STD, why do we need a vaccine to help us prevent it? I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into it. And y'all don't even know, I hadn't even looked into what's in the hepatitis B vaccine. But if y'all start to Googling, you'd be surprised. It'll make you never want to take another one in your life. Get the likes up.
Hepatitis B is sexually transmitted. There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B. So I would say wait till the baby is 12 years old and formed and take hepatitis B. And I think if you do those things, it's going to be a whole different, it's going to be a revolution in a positive sense in the country. Hepatitis B.
So this is what Trump is saying. Trump is saying if it's an STD, right? And babies are born and we don't know what's going to happen. Why give it to the baby out the womb? Why not just wait till the baby's about 12? You know what I'm saying? And then go there. I need my people to detach from this stuff. This and these things are the poisons that are going to keep you detached from the Most High God and from your ancestors, okay? I need you to understand me. You can't be hot and cold. The book said that. Ain't nobody asking nobody to turn into no nun. Ain't nobody asking nobody to not have no life. What I'm saying to you is you have outs, you have messages. These things are coming out. Like Cat Williams said, all lies will be exposed. There will be absolutely no reason why a brand new baby need an HBV doggone vaccine. And then furthermore, what are the statistics of Black Americans in HPV? Is it a high rate of HPV in Black Americans? Do you even know? Or are you just going by what they said? Nobody asks these questions. Everybody listen to what that clear man said and just run with it. Has anybody checked what the what the HPV numbers have been in at least the last 50 years for Black Americans to make us to be the number one for the HPV vaccine at birth? Because I know I'm Black American and I ain't never met no Black American with HPV. I'm not saying it don't exist, but I'm just saying I've never been in conversation with somebody and they say, oh, you know, Auntie Rose got that HPV. I ain't never heard it. I ain't never heard it. Or, you know, Uncle Bo just came back from the doctor. What happened? Girl, they said he got HPV. What? Never heard it. Never heard it. Y'all letting them tell you what it is. I need you to open your eyes. Stop listening to what they say and open your eyes. I'm not telling you what to do. I ain't no doctor. I'm just telling you to look. Again, I'm not saying nobody don't have it and nobody ever suffer from it. Obviously, it's a thing. What I'm saying is if it isn't something collectively, meaning out of 100 Black people, more than 50 of them get it, why are we getting pumped with this stuff at birth? I need y'all to ask yourself that genuine question. If it's not a situation where more than 50% of us, that means if you put 100 Black Americans in one room, 50 of them are going to have or have a higher probability of getting this stuff, then why are we being pumped with it at birth? And that's really what started me into the research stuff, into what's really going on to this world. 2020 is what opened my eyes. And when if we wanted to get into this vaccine bag, man, look, that would be that vaccine bag, man, that's a whole nother story. I got actual research, printed, documented research on that. Man, look, one day y'all gonna know my story. One day. I went up against the system. I'll just say that. I'm saying all this to say there are a lot of messages happening now. If you stay within your heart, if you only go with how you feel, you will miss a lot of messages. And a lot of those feelings are going to lead you right into hell. Do not do that. Get out of your heart and get into your head. Your head is going to allow you to use what God gave you, something called a discernment. Discernment is simply this. You come across a situation, a person, or a thing, and you just analyze it. Is it good? Is it bad? Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I do it or should I not? That's what you call discernment. It's no different from me showing you this acorn right here. You might look at this and say, Voo, that's an apple. That's your discernment. That's what I'm telling you. When you live in your heart, you get rid of your discernment. Your heart does not have discernment. So when we see and hear these things, if you rely within your heart, you'll never get the messages and you'll miss some things. What I'm asking you guys is we got to start training our minds, training our brains to learn when to come out of our hearts and get into our heads so that we can use discernment on these messages. Because I'm telling you now, the message is with these waxes, we don't need that stuff, man. That stuff has done more harm to my people than help. And I know that for a fact. That poison has done more to my people than help on any given day of the week. It's not even up for debate. It's not up for debate. So use your discernment, y'all. Please use your discernment. And do your own research. Y'all be Googling, going on and look for mess. Y'all get on here and do that research, man, so y'all can see for yourselves. So you can see for yourselves. Now, I don't even want to go here. Let's get into let's get this Cardi situation over with. Let's get Cardi over with. We talked about Cardi's situation, and like I told y'all at the beginning of the live, when it comes down to Cardi, I realized, like I told y'all, I would never. First of all, I would never be married and be pregnant by another nigga. I don't care if I'm a celebrity or not. But even if I was a celebrity, I damn sure wouldn't do it. It's called a thing. It's a thing called a moral code. Everybody don't have the same moral code. So I'm starting to realize, and I told y'all this the other day, the women who are clapping for this are the women who have lives like Cardi B. They think that this is okay because this is normal for them. Well, I saw Charleston White, right? And he made the same conversation, or he made kind of the same comments I gave to y'all, that a woman ain't gonna do no stuff like that because this is sick, it's disgusting. And then on top of that, remember I told y'all allegedly, I didn't say it, this is what they said. Remember I told y'all allegedly that she let Stefon Diggs feed the baby, and I told y'all that was asinine. He gonna say the same thing. A woman ain't gonna let no man in her while she got a baby in her. Unless she in a relationship and moved on. But you see what I'm saying? But she not just going to randomly smash up on no nigga with a baby in her. Because even if you don't think of it spiritually and energetically, you got to think about diseases. Even if you take out the spiritual part of sex, even if you take away the energetic part of sex, meaning the swapping of energies and the spiritual swapping and all that stuff, even if you take all of that away, at the very base of this thing, a woman ain't gonna risk her baby or her body for no STD or STI, even if she nasty as hell. During pregnancy, if she's a woman, she gonna abstain because she don't want to put her baby at risk. That is a woman. Now they got some other girls who do different. You see what I'm saying? And I just wanted to share a little bit of what Charleston said because he kind of said a little bit of what I said. Well, a lot of what I said.
A woman will not let Stefon Diggs.
Hell no. Let me tell you something too. A woman, a real woman, especially if they know that Stefon Diggs has the reputation that he has, wouldn't give Stefon Diggs the time of day. Especially a woman of Cardi B's caliber. A Stefon Diggs would be so beneath a woman. I don't care how much money he got, because a woman ain't moved solely by money. I'm not saying it ain't a factor. It's just not the deciding factor of a woman. I'm just saying.
She was pregnant with her husband, baby, but a hoe will.
I think with any woman in the world, right time, right person, hoe or not.
No. A woman, most niggas don't know a hoe, and most niggas don't know a woman. Homie, some woman, I don't care what the situation is, she ain't giving her dignity up for what she feel at this moment, and she still got to be a woman tomorrow. She still got to be a woman tomorrow.
A few years ago, you told me all women were the same.
I ain't never said that. All women are designed the same by God. All women don't act the same.
Facts. What he's saying is, when he said all women are designed by God, but all women don't act the same, this is what he's saying. We all are emotionally equipped the same. A lot of us women, a lot of us have a lot of emotions. You know how we is, but it's still up to the person in their personality, obviously, to be different. So even though we're all emotionally, some are emotionally intelligent. Some are more emotionally intelligent than others. So they understand. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson crashed out on her boyfriend, who's also a USA Olympic track star, in the middle of an airport. That's childish, unhealed little girl behavior. A woman, even at her highest of festivity, is not about to risk her safety nor her freedom to pop no man upside the head inside of a doggone airport. That's the difference, okay? A woman moves differently from a girl. A girl acts as if she have no consequences. She moves off of her emotions. Everything is everything is predicated on how a girl feels. A woman, especially a woman who's more more emotionally intelligent, can understand, okay, let me take these feelings and use them for this. Let me take these feelings and use them for this. Now, I might slip up and use that feeling for this, and that's cool because I'm human. But for the most part, I'm going to compartmentalize this, make sure this is that, because I got kids, I got to go to work, I got this, I'm in school, I ain't got time. That's a woman. A girl, because she acts off of her feelings, she don't care about none of that. All she care about is how I feel. Is moving on too fast best for me? Who cares? I want to feel better. He left me. He cheated on me. He gonna lose his job and it's gonna affect my kids. I don't care. I want to feel better. Do you understand the difference? That's the difference. A woman wouldn't give Stefon Diggs the time of day. A girl would, though.
All women are the same. All of them emotionally respond, but all of them don't act the same. Homie, there are some women, I don't care how bad they hurt, you ain't because they hurt. I know some women, I don't care what they going through, I don't care what the man did, you not fit to lay your demon spirits on my innocent baby in my womb.
Boom.
And you a whoremongering man, and you've been laying with all these different women. You think I'm finna let you lay, and you finna impart those spirits in my baby, and you've been sleeping with strippers who've possibly been molested?
Take the spirits off the table, because everybody ain't spiritual. Think of it in everyday life. Stefon Diggs sleeps with, allegedly, from what I've heard, gets around. Now I'm pregnant with a baby. The most precious thing. My body is going through the most precious time in its life. You think I'm going to let dirty dick Stefon come put that thing up in me? I don't give a damn if it's wrapped up. You really believe I'm going to risk the fact that the condom might tear? He might got a little hole in it and something might come out. Take spirituality off the table. Take the spiritual part off the table. I'm talking about regular, everyday life. I know Panther Jones. Panther Jones said a lot of women do this, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm talking about it. What I'm telling you is a woman, not a girl. And your age don't make you a woman. Your accomplishments don't make you a woman, okay? So I don't care what you accomplish. I don't care your age. Womanhood is a mentality, okay? It's in you. It ain't on you. A woman, even in the regular 3D realm, would not let a Stefon Diggs get close to her womb because she has a baby to protect. A woman will look at Stefon Diggs and say, if I wasn't pregnant, I probably would have gave him a little something. But I got a baby in me, man. I can't afford this man coming and getting up in me and giving me and my baby something we can't get rid of, especially if it ain't his baby. That's how a woman thinks. A girl thinks on her emotions and say, that nigga cheated on me, left me with another woman, I'm about to move on right quick. You get it? Even if you take the spiritual part off the table, I'm just simply talking about STDs. Like, ew.
You want to put those molested spirits into my baby, where my baby draws because you lay those spirits. Come on now, you want to transfer all these spirits into me as a pregnant woman with an innocent child. Do you know how sacred it is for a woman to be pregnant? That nobody touches her? No man. That's why God made Jesus' father couldn't talk for 9 months. Because he gonna be saying, man, I ain't how she get pregnant. He couldn't even talk. That's how sacred a pregnancy is. But we don't so think a woman would do that. That's hoe. That's what a hoe would do, nigga. Not a woman. A woman will not let Stefon Diggs.
And let me say this too. Cardi B, and this is no shade. She's a reformed hoe. No, she's still a hoe. Cardi B is a hoe. I don't know why y'all put lipstick and makeup on these pigs and want us to call them beautiful creatures. I'm not going to let y'all do it. Cardi came into the game as a hoe, unapologetically. Unapologetically. That was whole behavior for that girl to leave her husband, or first of all, allegedly, because well, it ain't alleged. She came on the internet and said it happened. So that was whole behavior for her to even sleep with another man with a baby in her, period, point blank. Again, unless you got into a new relationship during your pregnancy, that was whole behavior. And then on top of that, because I know y'all gonna say, but she is in a relationship with him. How? Stefon Diggs moves like he don't have nobody. Stefon Diggs does what Stefon wants. And these are the women, like I say, who get the crying and act like it's the men's fault. And it is their fault. But we got to start taking accountability for ourselves. Cardi B ain't nothing but a hoe. Always been one. She gonna leave. She come here as one. She gonna leave here as one. Y'all got to start, and to the men too, y'all got to start being able to identify the difference between the two. Cardi B is a woman in theory, but she ain't no woman. She's a hoe. Okay. Now I want to get into, let me say this about this JT and her beef. I'm not going back and forth with all of this. I'm not doing all of this. So as it pertains to her and JT with this beef crap, when it pertains to her and JT with this beef crap, this is all orchestrated. Remember, the world is a stage. They trying to sell albums. Cardi done damn near gave out coochie to buy this album, okay? But this is all orchestrated. I'm not saying it ain't 100% real, because all the JT fans and the Barty gang gonna be like, but they've been beefing for years. I know. But what I'm telling you is, it's like the WWE and the WWF. They really was getting slammed on the floor, but it still wasn't real. Don't let it go over your head. Okay? Think of it as wrestling. You've gone to people who've gone to shows know that it's real, but it's not real. Okay? Now, as it pertains to Cardi B and JT, now here they come beefing. Everybody been dragging Cardi for being pregnant and all that by this man and still married. And then her and JT gets into it. Now, JT said that JT says that Stefon Diggs was loose-wristed, but everybody been saying that. And then Cardi B strikes out with the cheating receipts in a video. And then they got the going back and forth. Now she over there overly promoting the doggone album. It is all to keep your attention, because otherwise the album would have fell off the charts a long time ago. That's why Cardi about to be viral every single day. She working. Okay? Now, It says JT accuses Stefon Diggs of being gay. Cardi B strikes back with Lil Uzi Vert cheating receipts video. It says JT and Cardi B's beef has spilled over once again online with nasty accusations and even a few leaked text message screenshots. It all started with JT supported Chris Blake Griffith, a former associate of Stefon Diggs, who accused him of masturbating in front of him. We're going to get to it. JT retweeted a video of Griffith recounting his experience with the caption, Cardi B, baby father, a gay man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Pause the tape. JT, baby. Do I need to hold one or both of your hands when I tell you this? If there was the Prince of the Punks, I think he resides under your roof, fam. Yeah. If they had a league called the Prince of the Punks of the industry, I would say your man, he at the top of the pyramid. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like in a way you right for calling him out because you would know, you have the eye, you know, but in the way you wrong because girl, your man is the biggest punk of them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, honey. Okay. But again, it's kind of twofold. Find the lesson in it. The lesson is a woman with a gay man can definitely spot another one. You get it? I just had to put that on there, but we gonna listen to JT because she got the most experience, okay? Now it goes on to say, not because of how he dresses or express himself, that's to save Uzi. See how she put that in there right quick? Because she knew everybody was gonna come drag her. She hurry up and double back. Not because of how he dressed, because girl, you knew. Bitch, you knew he was going to get Uzi Vert and his off the shoulder. Bitch, you knew he was going to get Uzi in his sweetheart neckline. Girl, I know you lying. JT, please don't make me go get your first face and bring you to the mirror, girl. I know you lying. JT tried it. JT, you tried it and you tried to save it. But I'm not going to let you do it, Faye. I'm not going to let you do it. Bitch, the way I would have pulled your man out in his hoops. Girl, JT, please. Anybody, girl, you should have just came out and said your phone got hacked. Your Twitter got hacked. Girl, you should have said anything. Girl. JT, girl of all people. Let's get back to it. I'm sorry, y'all. She said, but not for how he dressed or how he expressed himself, but Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris, I stand with the gays. Now, gays, they're using y'all. G's, don't let them use y'all. This only infuriated Cardi, who uploaded videos allegedly proving that Griffith lied. She didn't stop there. The Bronx star went on to upload alleged screenshots from JT to Lil Uzi Vert. In one of the messages, Uzi appears to confirm that JT was pregnant and at least once. In another, it appears to show JT confirming Uzi over cheating. It said confronting Uzi over cheating. Cardi spewed more hate, accusing Uzi of forcing JT to terminate her pregnancy. I want justice for them babies your man make you abort every time. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom and she didn't show up, or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation. Just ungrateful. Cardi wrote, it's unclear how Cardi obtained the messages, though it's obvious someone in JT's camp is dropping the T. So now let's get into it. The battle of the losers. Who y'all got? Put a 1 if you got Barty. Put a 2 if you got JT. It's the battle of the bottom of the barrel. We got Cardi in one corner and JT in the other. Both island hoes going head to head. Make sure y'all catching on pay-per-view this evening. Okay, now let's get into it. Now this the man. And I got some more footage from Tasha K. Shout out Tasha. Shout out the bald head Tasha. Okay. Now listen. This man went on Tasha K's show, right? Now, when he went over there, he was saying all types of stuff, girl. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just seen the clip. But, girl, they say he was over there talking about how Steffon was calling him his bitch and all types of stuff. The man was going in. Let's get into what the man said. And then we're going to get into what JT had said, girl. It was a lot. And Cardi should have knew this. But again, to those girls who was clapping for Cardi, where's y'all antennas? Where's y'all antennas? Now your girl about to go into early labor. Because this about to go left for Cardi. The sales going to go up, but she going into early labor. Let's get into it. This the man.
To have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that. Because we've done it before. And now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not.
Nigga, please, you knew there wasn't no goddamn Skittles and M&Ms. See, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about. Tell the story and tell the truth. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to smash, but I took the pill and I decided I ain't gonna do it no more. You still gonna get niggas, man. Let's move on. Talking about, I thought it was Skittles or M&Ms, and then he held it and I ain't want nothing. But then at 2, 3 in the morning, I was like, give me some of that candy, man. If you don't get to what in the Bill Cosby. Man, if you don't get your, you see what I'm saying? See, y'all got, and these the niggas, well, y'all don't believe niggas, but if he was a woman, in 20 years, he'd have came back down and said, Steffon messed him up. Steffon drugged him. You see what I'm saying? Listen, and let me say this too, really quickly. Me and my friend was talking yesterday about the prescription drugs and all that stuff that's going on today, and it brought me to the mind of ecstasy. It better not be no nigga who know me. Listen to me and listen to me good, because I was there. In the early 2000s when you niggas wanted to roll. I was there when you niggas was seeing spaceships on Bankhead, Blue Dolphins. What else they was back there taking? All y'all was rolling, bitch, days at a time. I just want all the people who know me, I wish you would come back later on and say, oh, girl, they drugged me. You a motherfucking lie, girl. I was the only sober one there where I was high as the cost of living on my weed. But you a lie, girl. I was there. Girl, when them people came through the room, this was you. Stop lying to them people. Because see, I'm just saying, I remember the ecstasy pill time. Everybody was rolling. It felt like I was the only one who wasn't rolling. So I'm just saying, for the people who was around me, I wish you would come back 20 years and be like, oh, bitch, what happened? Girl, he drugged me. Girl, when? 2003, we was at that point. Bitch, please. I was there, girl. You was running asking for the nigga for the pills. Girl, remember the boy told you he had none, and you man told him that if he wanted to smash, he needed to get them, and he had to call his partner over there to come bring him a few of them, and then y'all took them, and then I told you we came together, we leave together, and remember you said, I know, girl, but I'm about to go right quick, and you left with that nigga, and I ain't seen you into that. You see what I'm just saying? I just don't want nobody from my era who was with me to lie and say nobody drugged them. You a damn lie. I was there. I ain't taking, but I was there. I'm not big on pills, though. I don't like pills. But anyway, back to this. So the man was acting like he don't know. He didn't know it was his candy. Well, why you want candy at 2, 3 in the morning then? Mellow yellow. If you thought it was candy, why would you be asking him for candy at 2, 3 in the morning? Y'all got to use y'all common sense.
Or whatever. He attempted to have me unalived because of him making sexual pass at me.
This is JT. Oh, let's get what JT said.
Wasn't the sexual pass.
So JT said, this is effing nuts and sad. Gay men should be protected. I feel this isn't being taken seriously enough. She capping. She's pandering. It goes on to say, oh, and that's the post that she's responding to. Gay people, LGBTQ people, I've been telling y'all, I know y'all don't want to listen to me. They be using y'all. All these celebrities, all these people, they using y'all, LGBTQ people. Y'all know y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all might feel like I just be hating, but they using y'all anyways. And that's what JT doing right now. She using it. She using the LGBT community. Talking about gay men should be protected. Girl, bye. You just called this man gay. Then she added the Patriots, Cardi, like, it's crazy. And the caption says, Chris Blake Griffith details the night he alleged Stefon Diggs drugged him, jerked off in front of him, and then put his tongue in his ear. Griffith alleges Diggs tried to unalive him for turning down his advances. Diggs' brother Darez was arrested on another occasion. Oh my God, what type of these niggas on? Then JT says, Cardi B baby father, a gay man, not because of how he dressed or expressed himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris. I stand with the gays. Wow. Then she says, yes, my man does this. See, I told you. Didn't I tell you? Mind his business, works hard, take care of his family, inspire his generation, and doesn't snatch ass. I'm sorry. His style is what made him. Lil Uzi, we are talking about Chris right now. Focus. So this is what I'm saying, JT. Sometimes it's the right message and the wrong messenger. You got the fruitiest nigga in Hollywood. I don't think a man's wrist is more broken than Uzi Vert's. And for you to come out and talk about, oh, Cardi B baby father is gay and all that stuff, and then turn around and act like, oh, justice for the gay people, girl, you got to stop. Because you full of cap and full of crap. Okay? Girl, you knew this was coming. That's why when the powers that be tapped you on the shoulder and told you to make the post, you should have told them you were sick. You knew we was about to drag your man in his satchel. You knew that. Like, like no cap, like he's probably the gayest man in Hollywood. Like, JT, just not you. You got to eat that. So don't try to get in front of it talking about we focusing on Chris. No, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. What is wrong with your old lady? Why your old lady got more bags than you? Don't say let's focus on Chris. We can focus on Chris, Uzi, and Steffon. What is going on with your old lady? Who's the top and who's the bottom?
Ass bitch, run away, dirty foot ass bitch, backdooring ass bitch, hit on your friend ass bitch. See her going through it. You see her going through it in life and put her on blast on social media ass bitch. You a hating ass bitch, ungrateful ass bitch. Bitch, bring the baby.
Y'all remember that? So Carter responds and says, I want justice for them babies. Your man make you abort every time. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom and she didn't show up, or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation. Just ungrateful, okay? I don't want to come up there sick and moody, then you got mad, then you get mad and curse me, but then I beat you up. It's too much. I don't know what this is. I don't know what those text messages are. Oh, okay. I see what she's saying. You're retarded. You making me evil. I don't act like that. I don't know what that is.
I understand the nature of the situation. What I'm trying to say is I just talked to him as we were getting out of the car.
So Cardi saying that Chris lied. That's the man we saw. She said Chris lied because he was stealing and got caught. There's receipts for that. He lied on Javante Davis too and changed the story 1,000 times. Let me say this too. I've seen people saying, oh, Tasha don't learn. Tasha don't learn. Tasha, didn't she just get sued? Don't she owe Cardi B money? Y'all got to use y'all brains. She never mentioned Cardi. She's talking about Steffon. She has free reign to say whatever she wants about Steffon. If Cardi's attached to Steffon, that's on Cardi. Okay? And with that being said, she has every right to use this story and put it out there. She can, from what I heard, the thing says she can talk about any and everybody but Cardi. Steffon and Cardi are not one and the same. They're not. So that's why she can come on here and talk about Steffon. Okay?
In the custody battle for my kid, I said, bro, I need money. I got to pay for it.
So you steal?
Then you would have.
No, I didn't take.
Listen to me. Shut up. So if he didn't give you the bread that you were asking for, you were going to take a bag of his shit to sell?
No,
okay, shut the fuck up and call it Uber and leave.
I am, but can you just let me get my statement out, bro? Can you let me get my statement? Where's the ownership? Bro, can you please have me physical with me, bro?
Chris, quit the victim shit. Quit the victim shit, Chris. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Yes, you are.
I just asked him, bro.
With my kid, bro. You didn't ask him, hey, can I take a bag full of
shit?
No,
I didn't.
You also didn't tell him. You also did not tell him, hey, I have a bag full of your shit, but instead, could you give me some bread?
Bro, I just talked to him as man to man, bro. I had no intention of letting down on my brother, bro.
Bro, clearly you did. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't take it. I understand the nature of.
I don't know what that proves. Let me go to the next slide.
Bro, I just talked to him as man to man, bro. I had no intention of letting down on my brother, bro.
Bro, clearly you did. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't take it. Oh,
So he took
right now,
it.
I guarantee you, the only thing I did was. Bro, I just talked to him as man to man, bro. I had no intention.
So is Cardi trying to use a situation he had with Javante Davis to say that he's lying on Stefon Diggs? Is that what this is? Is because these receipts are very weak. I'm thinking I'm gonna hear him saying, "Oh yeah, I made that up," or "Oh, I didn't really sleep with him," or "Oh, he never tried me." Da, 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 da. But my thing is, even like these are the receipts, then these are some weak ass receipts. This still has nothing to do with him saying that Steffon was flirting with him and tried to get at him.
He attempted to have me
This
unalive.
is the Chris dude. For people who was asking, Chris Blake Griffith. Is he on a team? And let me say this too, black women. Some black men are undercover. It just is what it is. We can't be naive enough to feel like it's not possible. Like, oh no, it ain't not him, not her. Girl, you don't know. You don't know. I don't put nothing past none of them, if you ask me. But for me, if you ask me, JT trying to come out and be the one to call anybody's man gay or even like go back around with gay rumors, girl, right stream wrong, yo, girl, like please. Girl, like of all people, it's got to be miserable being JT. Could you imagine having to be with a bad bitch and you already one? Oh my God, I would die. Could you imagine if you wanted to be rich and famous and the only way you could do it is if you had to be with a bad bitch? I couldn't imagine. That's got to be a horrible place to reside. Internally, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a horrible place to reside. Damn. But, you know, for money and fame, right? Then, okay, it says, JT with a few more things to say. Now, here she go. No, I don't give a F if that B sells 1 million units. She gonna be a fraud, non-rapping ass bitch. Couldn't even find a word to rhyme with fake. We saw it with our own eyes. Then what else did she say? Get back to scamming. Your career is a flop. And she says, oh, somebody told her that. She says, are you talking about similar to how Ugly B scamming album sales? No, JT. I don't believe JT is ugly. I don't believe JT was ugly before the surgery, but JT, Jasmine Tareen. You know what bothers me about the girls who get the glow ups, the girls who get the surgeries and buy new faces and all of that? Just because you look in the mirror and see a new bitch, don't mean we forgot the old one. Girl, bye. I don't like that with y'all. Y'all go buy the new faces and put them on and act like we supposed to act like we don't remember the old face. Girl, please. And again, JT is not ugly, but goddamn, you put your new face on and forgot. See, it's a lot of people we need to walk back to the mirror. We need to make that a thing today. Now, not today, in today's society, we need to take some of our loved ones by the hand and walk them to the mirror. Tell them take all their makeup. Niggas too. Tell them take off the hat. Tell them don't fill in that beard. Tell the women take off the wig. It's a lot of people we need to start grabbing by the hand with love. Not to be mean, just with love, you know? And let's take these people to the mirror. Hold their hand. Bring them with you. Hold their hand and hold it tight. Let them know you're there for support. This ain't a bad thing. This is support. It's a lot of us need to hold somebody's hand and bring them to the mirror. I want to hold JT's hand and take off her new face and bring her back to the mirror. I want to hold her hand. I don't even know her, but I feel close enough to where I could do that. You know what I'm saying? JT, girl, you bought a new face and forgot the old one, girl, but we did it. Calling that girl ugly, and you not ugly and you wasn't ugly then, but you were challenged, I guess. I don't know, compared to what you are today. But girl, don't call nobody ugly. Don't do that. And I've noticed insecure people use that term. They call people ugly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Then she goes on and say, oh, okay, here comes JT. JT got some more to say. Let's get back into JT. And she's a pretty girl naturally.
Motherfucking phone. I bet it ain't no glass object up my pussy.
Ooh.
I bet it ain't a room full of niggas and bitches. Stripper. Get your crazy ass on, fucking stripper. Talk about somebody fucking news. Woo! Somebody got your news in their motherfucking phone.
Wow. She called her a stripper. Stripper. All right, we saw that. Hold on. I got some more. Hold on 1 second. So they going back and forth. JT and let's tackle a little bit of these charges or these allegations on this man. Shout out to Tasha K because she got the receipts. Okay. So this is Chris Blake. Griffith is his name. Okay. This is what's going on. It says the drama just keeps getting deeper. Court docs weren't enough. Now, a Montgomery County Police incident report filed by Chris Blake Griffin has surfaced naming Stefon Diggs as a suspect. So, okay, wait. Before we get into him being a suspect and stuff, this man, Chris Blake, had came out and said Stefon was violating him sexually and things of that nature, or at least they had sexual encounters at the very least, okay? Now, mind you, Stefon Diggs is supposed to be a straight man. He's supposed to be actually Barty's new man. And here comes the gay allegations, right? Now, Barty is going back and forth with JT, who's the queen of the punks. You feel what I'm saying? And she feels like if she don't know a punk when she see him, nobody know, because she sleep with one every night. And honestly, I'm with JT. However, when it comes down to this situation, a lot of people who like Cardi and follow Cardi and are fans of Cardi really believe that Cardi's doing her big one. And I'm trying to tell y'all, she's not. She's actually, I told y'all, and I know I said it when I know what I said when I was there when I said it. Stefon Diggs is going to do Cardi worse than Offset. This is what happens when you don't use your brain. When you use your heart to lead, you will always end up in worse positions than you were in the beginning. Stefon Diggs is worse than Offset. I know y'all hate him. But the difference is when y'all find out how bad Stefon Diggs is, you won't be able to penetrate his celebrity. You know why? Because his celebrity is his crowd are the NFL fans. You bitches don't have no way to penetrate that. You just don't. You can't boycott it because you don't watch it. Okay? You can't affect it if you don't feed it. So whenever he dragged Cardi all up in through there, y'all gonna be left looking foolish because it's gonna be only so much you can do to really affect him or feel some type of way because his fan base and your fan base don't overlap. So he can come over to the hip hop sector and be a horrible baby father, drag Cardi through the mud and go back to the NFL on Sunday and be the most beloved wide receiver in the NFL. And if you think I'm lying, I'm an NFL fan. I've been watching the NFL since I come in this world. I know what I'm talking about. Stefon Diggs gonna send her through there. In Barty gang, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There's gonna be absolutely nothing you could do. See, y'all could go over there and troll Offset because that's still your sector. That's still in y'all neighborhood. But once it comes down to Stefon, it's gonna be a rizap. Y'all gonna be over there sick. And Cardi gonna really crash out because her celebrity can penetrate the NFL, but for the most part, them white folks over there with that money don't give a damn about what he got going on with Cardi. Have you not seen how they got Stefon Diggs out of how many things recently? Think about it. Stefon Diggs been damn near about to get arrested, damn near getting in trouble. We just seen him with the pink powder on the boat. And what did the NFL come out and tell y'all? Oh, we talked to him. He's straight. He not going to do it no more. Tell the truth. Did the NFL did not come out and tell y'all, oh, yeah, we spoke to him. We told him that this is a very important experience and he understands the gravity. See y'all Sunday. That's what the NFL told y'all. So you already know they not going to get, unless he pop Cardi upside the head or unalive her, the NFL ain't going to give two damns about him dragging her through the mud. So Barty gang, be prepared to be get your pressure medicine because it's about to go up. I'm telling you now. It's about to go up. Stefon going to drag her up through that. And this is the worst. And this is why I tell women, black women, I don't care about no other women. especially Black American women. This is why I tell you to put you first and your mental health first and your health first. Cardi got 4 babies now. She's about to have 4. How old is Culture? How old is Cardi's daughter, Culture? 7. Cardi has had 4 babies, or she will have had 4 babies in 7 years. Think about this. 4 babies in 7 years. It takes 9 months for you to carry. We can overlap that time with the last baby, but for the most part, you give or take about 2 years apart, tops, between kids. Her physical body ain't had a time to rest, let alone mentally what she gonna go through. 4 babies in 7 years. And you want me to believe that this is the life for Cardi? That nigga gonna send her up through there so bad, she ain't gonna know. This gonna be worse than anything she's ever experienced. Why? Not because of the cheating. You had 4 babies. Your equilibrium still off. Your body wasn't even healing between babies. You just kept getting pregnant. This is no shade. My mama got 4 children a year apart. So this is no shade. 2 years apart. This is just no shade. You know, our mamas used to have children like that back in the days. This is no shade. But I'm talking about in this particular situation, this girl about to have 4 babies in 7 to 8 years, okay? Mentally, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, wires are everywhere. He about to send her up through them. He don't mean himself no good. So what makes you think he gonna mean her good? And these are the loops that I'm telling you. And I hope y'all can look at Cardi's situation to see what I'm saying. Cardi is in a loop. When you don't heal, you tend to go from one extreme of bad to the next extreme of bad, okay? And the fact of the matter is this, okay? Cardi is going to get in a worse loop than she's in now because she hadn't learned 0 from the last loop she just left. It's going to hit her worse. Way worse. And I just feel bad for her and I feel bad for them babies. She can't be no good to them kids. Now with all this going on and you selling the album, Cardi can't be no good to them kids. Y'all can believe that bullshit if you want. I don't believe it. She can't be. Somebody said, is Cardi B similar to Sierra? I would say, well, I don't know the circumstance of Sierra, but let me say this. If I am to judge by what I see on Instagram, because I don't know what Sierra real life, if I am to judge by what I see on Instagram, Sierra lives a much softer life than Cardi. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, Sierra's working. Of course, Sierra and them got businesses. They doing their thing. They all over the place. But it seems to me, again, none of us know this. This is all what we see on Instagram. From what I've seen from Instagram, it seems to me that Sierra has somehow created a system that allots more time to her children. Now, again, I don't know this to be a fact. This is what it seems. None of us know these celebrities, and I don't trust Anne Reid, none of them. You see what I'm saying? So anything could go, in my opinion. But from what I judging from what I've seen from the internet, the difference between Sierra and Barty is Sierra has a system. Sierra has a village. And I don't want this to go over y'all head because y'all might say, well, Vu, Cardi got a village. She got money. She could pay for a nanny. She could pay for this. She could pay for that. Hired help in a village is completely different. You see what I'm saying? It seems to me that Sierra have more of a village than more hired help. Cardi is more manufactured. Cardi seems like, I need a nanny. Let me hire one. I need a cook. Let me hire one. You see what I'm saying? But Steffon gonna send her ass through there. Now hold on one second. What is this? Now these are okay. The detailed report accused Diggs of allegedly drugging Griffin, forcing himself onto him, and later conspiring with others to rob him of luxurious items, including a Ramawa suitcase, can't afford it, jewelry and clothes valued between $30,000 and $50,000. Griffin also claims Diggs tried to silence him a week later after he rejected his advances. The case remains open and the industry is buzzing over what this means for Diggs as more evidence keeps leaking. So wow, he said Diggs tried to rob him of $30,000 to $50,000 worth of clothes and jewelry. Huh? Wow. Why would Diggs need to rob him of $50,000 worth of jewelry? But again, I don't know. These are the reports. Okay, that's his items. The bag. I see the clothes, the jewelry. Is you trying to do an insurance scam? Yeah, I see all his stuff. And that's the report. Yup, Christopher Blake Griffin, Stefon Diggs. So it's real. If these documents are real, it seems to be real.
You and Stefon Diggs have known each other since Baltimore. Not you brought the receipt. He got the receipt.
He's definitely a Real Housewives fan. This man is so gay. And I love that. But he's very loose-wristed. He's one of those loose-wristed men you're not going to know till you start talking to him. But he's definitely into the Housewives. He has definitely prepared for this. He is definitely a queen, and I am here for it. Okay, honey?
This is actually a translucent Hermes invitation from that of a show in 1997.
Okay.
They gifted this to everybody in attendance, so they're pretty rare.
Okay.
It's a Hermes bag, and these are what we'll call the Diggs files.
The Stefon Diggs files. I'm done. How did he drug you? Like, how does that happen?
We pull up to the house. When we pull up to the house, he's talking to me about all the girls that he got now. 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English.
In text that you provided, come get this ass bust.
Even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened. But the situation with Drake went viral on the internet after he told me I was ratting on Steffon. And I came back at him and I'm like, bro.
You and Stefon Diggs.
I've been told y'all Drake was a punk. Oh, Drake tell y'all he a punk every time he take a selfie. Look at Drake. Hey, man, hey, you telling on Stefon Diggs. You might turn around and tell on me if you tell on Stefon Diggs. Drake, go lay down. Please, go lay down. But anyway, that man got some tea about Stefon. And guess what? I believe it. I sure do. Yes, I do. I believe it. You know why? Because these people are not who they say they are anyway. And plus, I know how them niggas be in them locker rooms. A lot of them niggas be acting like they straight and they be gay. And I'm telling you, I used to be a water girl for my high school football team. I did. And there was a few of them niggas who used to be a little bit too playful in that, you feel what I'm saying? And a few of them niggas, even back then in high school, I was like, you feel what I'm saying? So I already know how this go. And yes, I believe the man, Mr. Chris. Nigga said he was a male pass around. Oh my God. He did. Now, didn't Tasha say that he texted him and said, come bust this booty open? Come bust this pussy open. I wonder how it sounds to a gay man. Does it give the same effect as a woman saying, ooh, babe, I want you deep? Come bust this pussy. Babe, what you doing? Come nothing. Come on and bust this pussy. I don't know. Let's move on. I just had to think about it. Let's move on. All right. Yeah, but as far as Cardi B, girl, shut up. Shut up, Cardi. Your man is gay. And JT, you shut up too, because your man is gay too. Matter of fact, your man is the top of the gays. If there was a gay hierarchy, your man is at the tippy top. And speaking of the gays, here goes Scamala. Now, Scamala ran off the gays. Scamala loved the gays. The gays loved Scamala. Now it's time for Scamala to run with a gay. And Scamala said, oh, no, I can't do that. LGBTQIA plus community, especially if you black, they using your struggle. They did the same thing with Black Lives Matter, especially if you black, you were there, you understand it. They are using your struggle to energy harvest and to pass laws and to make the richest people rich. Okay? These politicians have always lied to you and used your struggle and kept you thinking that they were doing things for your best benefit. Okay? The fact of the matter is they weren't. Beyonce, I know y'all don't want to hear it. used the hell out of the LGBTQIA plus community. She did it with Black Lives Matter too. Most of these celebrities who be acting like they pro-LGBT ain't really pro-LGBT. A lot of them be doing it to pander. LGBT community. I know during the elections, they made y'all think that Trump was going to cut off all y'all boobs and give y'all back y'all peens. But now that we are here and he hasn't done any of those things, I need you guys to start using your brains and start thinking. Okay? It was all a lie to get you to give them your vote and your energy. All y'all on the right, don't feel like you doing a better job. You are being energy harvested as well. They are using you. Everybody is being used when it comes down to politics in America. If you are Black American, the game is rigged. It is not set up to build, or it was never set up to work for you. Okay? Now, here we go. Scamala says she's not going to run with Pete Butt. I don't know his butt. We're going to call him Butt. She didn't want to run with Pete Booty because he was gay, okay? She says, and it was only because a Black woman running with a gay man wouldn't be all that. You a damn liar. First of all, find me the Black woman. First and foremost, I need to stop you mid-sentence before you finish that thought. You said a gay man and a Black woman wouldn't do well, but I need you to find me the Black woman. Indian, because Scamala Harris is not, has not, never will be, or never can be a Black woman. Is she melanated? Absolutely. But is she Black? Hell no. And I don't care how many HBCUs she went to. I don't care how many ski-wees she done did in her jacket. She ain't me, and I ain't her. She ain't one of the divine Black American women in this system. She's an Indian. Never forget it. Okay? Now, here she go giving her excuse on why she won't run with him. But this is a message to LGBTQ community. She used y'all, and she gonna look y'all right in the face. She did the same thing to Black America. She about to look y'all right in the face and give you every excuse except I just didn't want to do it. Check out.
Let me ask you a politics question. I mentioned in the intro tonight that you say in the book really...
Is that lady a dagger? I never watched her because I don't watch the news, but just out of curiosity, she give me butch left wing, top tees. If the women have a top and bottom, she would be a top. Is that lady with the haircut who look like not training day? Is she a dagger? Shaw say she is. Okay, dagger. She give me dagger tees. Maybe it's the shoulder pads in her clothes.
Bluntly, that your personal first choice for your running mate would have been Pete Buttigieg, and you praise him effusively. You say he would have been an ideal partner if I were a straight man. And you say effectively that demographically it was too much to ask of the American people to ask them to elect you with him as your running mate. I wonder if his reaction to that, since this part of the book has come out, if you've had any reflection on that, or I guess I'd ask you to just elaborate on that a little bit. It's hard to hear.
Yeah. With you know why I'm not buying that it's a risk to run with a gay man, and I need all of the gay LGBTQ people to come in here because I need y'all. This is the same thing I'm dealing with us on the Black American level. Stop letting the mother plucker use you and then tell you I don't need you, and act like they don't need you. When it came down to this election, I will say to the Black community, the top 3 things that this campaign ran on was the LGBTQIA plus community, quote unquote, women's rights through the abortions thing. And what was the other one? I'll say that was at least top 2. So this is the question that I pose to my brothers and sisters in the LGBTQIA plus community. If you are good enough to be used to get her elected, why aren't you good enough to run with her? I'm going to ask you one more time. If you are good enough for her to put you on the front of her billboards, to put you on all of her advertisement, all of her commercials, for Joe Biden to open up the White House and have the Pride Day there, if they can do all of that, Why ain't you good enough to run with them? Again, I'm telling you why. Because it's always been to use your struggle, use your issue to help them. This is what I say to the LGBT community, why you are being used. I watched them do it to us during Black Lives Matter. I literally sat back and watched it. So when it came down to Beyonce, because that was the first person I saw making her way downtown, walking fast, straight and past to the gay community, she was the first one busting the U in the Cadillac. She was the first one busting the U. She was the first one popped off on BLM. And then when that popped off, she hurry up and bust the U to the LGBTQ community. And I watched her use y'all. Concert after concert after concert. I know y'all may not believe it. Y'all may feel like I'm a hater, but I promise you it'll be greater later. You gonna come back to me and you gonna say, boo, you was right. She used y'all. She ain't the only one. All of them did. They all making a stop on all of our struggles. And now the Democratic Party could run solely off the freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We got ramrodded with trans this, trans that. Shout out to the L's and the G's. They just left y'all behind. It was trans this, trans that. And it was good for the goose to run for. But when it's time to get a running mate, it ain't good. Think about it. That's for my people in the LGBTQ community. Don't let them give you that, oh, it would have been too much, even if she was Black. No, it wouldn't have. You used us to get in here. Why you can't run with one of us? Make it make sense.
You running as, you're the first woman elected vice president. You're a Black woman and a South Asian woman elected to that high office, very nearly elected.
She's not Black. She's an Indian. Hindustan. She's an Hindu. She's not Black. She's a melanated Hindu.
President, to say that he couldn't be on the ticket effectively because he was gay, it's hard to hear.
No. That's not what I said. That he couldn't be on the ticket because he is gay. My point, as I write in the book, is that I was clear that in 107 days, in one of the most hotly contested elections for president of the United States against someone like Donald Trump.
I forgot how annoying it is to listen to her response. You can say, Kamala, can you verify that the sign behind her head is purple? Well, when I drive Monday through Friday and I'm going in traffic and I'm thinking as I'm sitting in traffic, I'm on my way to Vu's house. I wonder what color that painting is. I stop and I look at the flowers. And then as I see the flowers, I notice that, colors are different. Girl, what is the answer? Girl, what? I forgot. She hadn't been on the internet in a long time. I forgot.
Trump, who knows no floor. To be a Black woman running for president of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk. No matter how, I've been an advocate and an ally of the LGBT community my entire life. So it wasn't about any prejudice on my part, but
that
we had such a short period of time. And the stakes were so high. I think Pete is a phenomenal public servant. And I think America is and would be ready for that.
How do you think America would be ready for that? And they ain't even let you in there. But he is a white man, so you're right.
But when I had to make that decision with 2 weeks to go, and maybe I was being too cautious. I'll let our friends, we should all talk about that. Maybe I was. But that's the decision I made. And I, as with everything else in the book, I'm being very candid about that.
Yeah.
with a great deal of sadness about also the fact that it might have been a risk.
Will you consider running in 2028?
That's not my focus right now.
I know
it's not my focus at all.
I know
it really isn't.
I'm just going to.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're not considering it now, but are you saying, when you said you're not going to run for governor of California?
Correct.
Were you saying you are never going to run for anything ever again, or were you just saying I'm not going to run for that office right now?
That was the decision before me, and I made the decision not to run for governor of California. By the way, there are a lot of great candidates running, and I love my state, and we want somebody to definitely follow in the footsteps of Gavin in terms of standing up and understanding the power that California has to stand up to what we're saying in DC.
As politic as you are being in those remarks, you are beautifully impolitic in this book in a way that makes it honest and, as I said, candid, fun to read, and I think really important. I think it is blunt and true, and I commend you for writing.
All right, enough. We don't care about all that. This is the point. LGBTQ community, they used you. I told you, your energy has just as much, if not more value than your melanin. All the powers that be do is study the people, figure out our icks, figure out what messes us up, and use it for their profit, okay? They can use you to advertise, but they can't run with you. Don't act like the world wasn't ready to go there, because that's where y'all was taking us. And let's really be clear. Gay men have always held power, especially gay white men in all of society. I have never been in an institution where I haven't seen a gay man flourish. And I'm not saying gay men have all of the, everything that they need, but I'm talking about gay white men. Gay white men they don't, for the most part, the good ones, not the good ones, but the ones in the hierarchy that are at the top, they don't have no doggone problems finding work or nothing like that. But I'm telling you, in the LGBT community, is that they use the poor people at the bottom in their struggles so that the people at the top can benefit. Your energy is just as powerful and is just as valuable as your melanin. So when she uses your energy so that she can get votes, that's one thing. Okay? She's using it because she needs it, but she can use it, but she won't use you. That's something, and it's not just for the LGBT community, for Black Americans, period. Not only on the left side, on both sides. If you believe there's savior or there's your savior in these politics, you are lost. You are completely lost. They using you. Use them. If you're going to be in their system, use them. Don't always be the one getting used. Let's figure out how, if you're going to do it, let's figure out how you can use them, because they definitely using you. I don't give that crap my energy. I don't vote. I voted one time for Obama. I done told y'all about that. I don't vote. Literally. It's not my thing. I leave that up to y'all. I watch what it do to people. I want to get into Jimmy Kimmel. So now Jimmy Kimmel came back and he got 6.7 million views on a show that he normally wouldn't get that many views on. And obviously it's because Trump came out and was like, oh, he can't say these things about Charlie Kirk. How dare he? He's our new clear martyr. He's going to be our new clear Jesus Christ. Like, how dare you? Remember they pulled the show and all of that stuff. I told y'all money talking bullshit walk. Okay. Now they pulled the show. Jimmy Kimmel returned last night and they say he got 6.7 million views or streams or whatever it was during the show or after the show. And it normally was at 240K. Now, Jimmy Kimmel had a monologue and he was kind of poking fun at Trump and all this stuff. And I'm telling you guys that just like the JT and Cardi B, this is heavily produced. I told you politically, the clears are fighting each other. Okay. There is a clear divide, no pun intended, but there's a huge divide between the clears. Okay. And because of that, they are at war. They are at a political war. Now, they going back and forth with each other. All the niggas that want to cling on to politics so hard, you gonna get caught up in their bull. I'm telling you now. But they sending smoke signals and beef stuff back and forth to each other at the lower level. Meanwhile, the people at the higher level are putting all the strings on both sides and don't give a damn about none of them. It's a game. This back and forth, Trump coming on here telling y'all, oh yeah, we're going to get him up off of here, get him out the paint, him getting suspended, him being the comeback, him coming out with it. It's all fake, staged. But if you are only attached by your heart and you cannot come out of your heart to make head over heart decisions, your heart is going to keep you stuck to the politicians and you will perish along with them. It's as simple as that, okay? This is why I tell y'all, we not just backing out of watching them beat each other up. We backing out of any and all things that have any and everything to do with them and nothing to do with us. You don't have a political party during this season. If you still claiming a political party, if you still claiming a presidential candidate, you are still lost. None of these people are for you. What you need to be doing is sitting on the side, watching the fight, hoping that somebody drops some money or something out their pocket so you can step on it and slide your foot back. That's all Black America need to be doing. Left versus right, East Coast versus West Coast. All we need to do is stand back, fold our arms, watch the fight, see who's gonna win, and hope that something fall out one of their pockets so we can hurry up and put our foot over it and act like we ain't see it. You feel what I'm saying? And slide our foot back. That's the only part we have in this. That's the only part Black America have in this. But if you put your politics over that, you will fall in a bull. Black America just sitting on the side looking like, ooh, she hit her hard. Oh, Lord. That's all you do. Now, Jimmy Kimmel comes back, and he got a monologue. Now, the numbers have quadrupled or 10 times more, whatever the number is. The numbers have gone through the roof. Now, the companies make all that money they lost back, then some. Not only that, they gain new audiences that are global audience. He probably already had a global audience, but now Jimmy Kimmel, or at least the production company or the company, now is going to make money hand over fist. Because you know how many clears all over the globe that's going to tune in to Jimmy Kimmel to see what he's going to say about Trump? Yeah, SL said we need to instigate a little too. Now, you know I'm messy. I'm here for that. I love a good instigation tease, okay? I am here. I am the girl to be like, girl, you ain't heard what she said, huh? I don't know. I ain't saying it. I'm not telling you how to do it, but I'm just saying if it was me. Listen, I'm not telling you that, you know, you right or wrong. I'm just telling you how I would have did it. That's me. Look, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I would have did. I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying it couldn't be me. Look, I am messy boots. Look, I ain't saying you wrong or right. Only thing I'm telling you is it can't be me. To each his own. See when a nigga hit you with that to each his own, it make you rethink everything you thought you knew. See when a nigga hit you with that to each his own though. Wait, hold on. Bitch, you go back thinking about, wait, am I right? I'm that messy girl. To each his own though. I'm just saying if it was me. But yeah, we could throw a sprinkle of messy in there. We got to throw the messy in there. So now look, let's get into Jimmy Kimmel's monologue about last night, girl, on his first day back.
The median video only gets 240,000. Look how many views.
Oh, this is the guy talking about the views. Then we're going to get into Jimmy Kimmel.
Tuesday night's monologue already has 6.7 million. That's over 25 times as large as the median Jimmy Kimmel video normally gets. And I was looking, it is by far the largest video in at least 6 months. So if Donald Trump's idea was to give Jimmy Kimmel more press and more viewership, he absolutely did so. Of course, I don't think that is what Donald Trump intended to do.
Do you have
Donald Trump is a businessman. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish, Mr. Clear. Y'all use y'all brains. Donald Trump is a businessman. You think Donald Trump didn't know that when he came out and responded to Jimmy Kimmel, that shit wasn't going to go viral and make the company go boom? Use your common sense. Come on, man.
Have any sense beyond YouTube of just how big his appeal may have been? Like, a lot of people wanted to clearly watch this from all facets of not just in America, but this is from around the world.
That's exactly right. So we got this 6.7 million. I will note that number is up already about 700,000 from the last time I checked, which was about an hour ago. But take a look here. Record high Google searches last night for what time is Jimmy Kimmel on? You wouldn't have to check what time Jimmy Kimmel was on if you were a regular viewer. The reason that people were checking what time Jimmy Kimmel was on, because he was potentially pulling in a lot of viewers who normally didn't watch. And get this, it was up over 10,000%. And the median video only gets 200.
So he had a 10,000% uptick in numbers. Do not ever believe that is a coincidence. The world is a stage. If you ask me, all of this was set up to do exactly what it did. Just like the Cardi B and JT thing. It's all to get your engagement. Your energy is so valuable, you guys. Your energy is so valuable. And that enemy knows that. That's why he keeps you distracted, giving your energy to any and everything except you. So, right, SL, master marketing is what it is. And I only took a couple marketing courses in college. And even I know that's master marketing. Jimmy Kimmel come on here. It's the height of the doggone Charlie Kirk stuff. If you really peel back the layers, Jimmy Kimmel ain't say shit bad about Charlie Kirk. He really said everything bad about Trump. But even when he said bad about Trump, it really wasn't bad. If you really think about it. But all it takes now, because people are so in their hearts, is how they feel. And because senses were heightened during the time, all he had to do was mention Charlie Kirk, and then boom, the internet goes crazy. The algorithm pushed it all out and let y'all know, oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel's horrible. All the clears get to crying and acting crazy. Here come Trump. Oh yeah, we getting him out the paint. Then all the other clears get to crying and windmilling. It's clears fighting each other like 90 going west. Okay? Not knowing that it's all a setup. This is all set up, man. This is all orchestrated. All orchestrated. Don't ever forget that. All orchestrated. But I think I have the monologue. Let me see. I think I have the monologue with Jimmy Kimmel when he came back. So I think he did. Let me see. Yeah, here you go. Here go the monologue he did. And Trump had ended up responding to it or whatever. Y'all like the video if you haven't already. Like the video, please. Here goes here goes Jimmy Kimmel's monologue on his first day back.
You almost have to feel sorry for him. He did his best to cancel me. Instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show. That backfired bigly. He might have to release the Epstein files to distract us from this now. You almost have to feel sorry for him.
Let me tell you something. Before I get into it, let's get to what Trump says. He says, I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, and who puts the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? He is yet another arm of the DNC. To the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings. That's Trump, and that's what Trump had to say. So now he's saying he's threatening ABC, I guess, to sue them, because I don't know if it's suing, but he feels like y'all gave me your word and told me he's out of there, and then now, boom, he's back. Trump is a businessman. Don't ever forget that. Donald Trump is a businessman. He's not going into any of these situations like the average Joe Schmo. Don't ever forget any of this. You don't think that any of these things came across Donald Trump's brain before any of this stuff happened? Yes, it absolutely did. This is all fake. It's a stage. It's a way to put money in ABC pocket. Hell, if you ask me, he might be finding a way to pay ABC back their money by getting them ratings back up. Because that's how cutthroat this game is. You thinking Donald Trump hate Barack Obama, but when they went down to the funeral for their cousin, Jimmy Carter, Barack Obama and Donald Trump was dapping each other up like they was long distance friends. Whole time the gag is on y'all, they real cousins in real life. They real life cousins in real life, blood. I'm just saying, the world is a stage. The world is a stage. It wouldn't surprise me if they pay him the $16 million and he helping them get that money back on his Jimmy Kimmel stuff. It wouldn't surprise me. Yep, and to raise the late night show ratings. You absolutely right. Because literally nobody watched these shows. Thank you. Literally back in the day before the internet, anybody who knows, especially who grew up in the 90s and beyond, everybody knows that at 5 o'clock, everybody and their mammy was in front of TV. Not necessarily in the morning because people had to go to work. But 5 o'clock, everybody and their mama and daddy was watching the news. That was a norm. You only got your information before the internet. The only way you can get it was from the news. And back in the day, at 9, 10 o'clock, everybody and their mama know they was watching their favorite night shows. For the clear people, it was Johnny Carson, and for the niggas, it was Arsenio. What's up? Woo, 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 woo. Stop acting crazy. Nigga, I stayed up past my bedtime every night or whenever Arsenio came on to watch him come out there. Stop acting crazy. Nigga, I had the volume down so low, I damn near had to scoot to the end of my bed and hold my ear from out the cover just so I can hear what the hell going on. Everybody in their mom used to watch late night TV, and that was one of the things. 10 o'clock in New Orleans, that's when he came on WB 38. Don't tell me. That nigga Arsenio, was it the WB? I know that nigga came on 38, 10 o'clock. Stop acting crazy. Our bedtime was for 9. And the TVs had to be off too at 10. Not mine though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's what we used to do. No more. People don't really do it. People don't watch late night TV no more because we have the internet. We have streaming. We have all these things. So if you ask me, like somebody said in the comments earlier, this puts money back into the ratings. I mean, back into the pockets of the people who own the network, and the ratings get to shoot back up. Think about it. It's a win-win. It was a win-win. I'm just saying, the world is a stage. Don't watch it, listen, laugh, move on. Don't get it, stuff your energy, man, because it's going to get you caught up. It's all a bunch of lies. Now, I want to get into this MAGA thing against these HBCUs. I told y'all these people are literally attacking our children. They started with the men. That didn't work. That was the 80s. When they tried to say the HIV and all that stuff was a gay drug and a gay disease and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. Remember all of that? Well, that tried to take down black men and it backfired and started taking down white men. So they hurry up and found a disease, a cure, or something to live with it, right? Then crack. Then then hip hop and all this other stuff. Then they fast forward with ecstasy pills and all that stuff. That didn't happen. Then they realized, let's attack the black woman. Now you have ratchet culture. This is what ratchet culture is. That's baddies. That's the music. That's entertainment, reality TV. Now they attack the black woman. Then they turned around and said, we need to hit them with a double whammy and let's attack the black children. But remember in the 80s when we dropped off crack? Instead of dropping off crack this time, we're going to drop off guns and switches and tell them to just kill each other. We're going to give them free reign to kill each other. Let them wipe each other out. This is what the powers that be did. So in the last 10 years, they dropped a shit ton of guns. This is why 12, 13, 14-year-olds have switches that even military trained people be like, how the hell you get that? Because the powers that be drop these things off in the neighborhood for us to turn on each other and kill each other. But just like those other things, they will fail and turn on them. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. It's already happening. Okay? But anyways, where was I going with that? I think I lost my thought. But long story, they attacking the children. So I'm saying all that to say they decided that they would attack the children, and they put blickies in our neighborhoods. They did it through drill music. They did it through all of the artists through the music in the last 10, 15 years, maybe tops. And they have literally been attacking our children like crazy. And that's not enough, because a lot of our children are going through the college education system. And do you know what the powers that be said? Let's attack them through there. And that's exactly what they are doing. So Tennessee State University had MAGA on campus. Now, Tennessee State is supposed to be an HBCU. I've never been, so please forgive me. Shout out to TSU if you went there. But it's an HBCU, and here they go with MAGA coming on campus to debate. Now, mind you, a lot of clear people want to act like Charlie Kirk was such this great guy. He just believed in freedom of speech. But this is the seeds that Charlie Kirk was sowing, okay? Now they're going to start to make this a trend to have these clear kids come on these black HBCU campuses and to debate. And it's pointless and it's stupid. And for all those black Americans who are spending tens of thousands of dollars every year to get an education, you are being filled with propaganda and bullshit. And I got 2 degrees. I tell y'all, get out these folks' institution. You done spent all this money, went into debt, and all this money to come down to these colleges, and here they come with the MAGA to come over there and debate your child. There is no debating. All they're doing is creating new white, quote unquote, white supremacists on the white side and new victims on the black side. That's what this is all about. It's about mental control. It still puts the clear people on the superiority side of this equation and the Negroes on the inferiority side of this equation. Even though some may feel like that's not what happened, that is the subconscious message that you will receive. So here we go. Some MAGA kids go to Tennessee State University, and let's get into a little bit of what took place. This is now they attack the kids who are unguided or misguided. Now they're going to attack the quote unquote educated kids. And if you ask me, and my daughter just graduated college, but I'm going to be completely honest, college is making our kids stupider than they was when they walked in there. Not just the kids, anybody walking through them institutions. College is making y'all dumb as a box of rocks. I talk to people that's college educated, and I swear to God, they dumber than regular people. But the worst part is they think they smarter. I get more intelligence out of a conversation with a bum than a college educated person. This is no shade. And this is not everybody. I'm just telling you what my experience is. I get more intelligence out of a bum in front of a doggone corner store than a college educated person. Period, point blank. They scramble in the minds of our people in college. In college, they're literally taking your brain and scrambling your minds. No cap. And I got 2 degrees, so I'm not degree shaming, because y'all know she's anti. I'm not anti-degree. I got 2 of them. They messing our minds up. You utilize these tools for your advantage. But anyway, let's get into what happened on the campus, y'all. Like the video.
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just tried to hit the car. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
Yes, this is what our children are going into debt for. Yes, this is what's going on. Hold on, I got some more footage. Hold on. I got some more footage. Now, this is them. Now, mind you, DEI, when it comes down to DEI, Black Americans, we benefit the least from DEI. As a matter of fact, it's affirmative action remix, and they claim it's for us, but we get the least out of the program. Yet and still, they like to put our face on the bullshit. So now, why are you at a college or an HBCU talking about DEI when most of the DEIs were in the highly white populated institutions, the PWIs? You see, the places where Charlie Kirk was going in debate with them churn, that's what a DEI churn was. As a matter of fact, if you want to really be honest, the DEIs on the HBCU campus are everybody except the nigga. Because you can't be a minority amongst your own. Literally, you cannot be a minority amongst your own. So the only DEI people at an HBCU are everybody except Black Americans. So going to an HBCU to talk about DEI, this is the negative effects that the Charlie Kirk had on the world, because him misconstruing data and misinterpreting and misrepresenting data have these young kids now feeling like, okay, cool, we can go to these Black folks about DEI. When DEI ain't for us, it ain't never been for us. It ain't our thing. Why are you over here talking to us? You need to be at them PWIs talking to them about the blue-haired, weird-ass kids who done changed their genders and all that stuff, don't know who they are, non-binary, using pronouns that are plural to name one person. That's where the DEI at. It ain't at the HBCU campus. It ain't over there. Them kids over there going into debt to get these degrees. Them kids over there can't even get access to the grant. Ain't much DEI for no niggas at no HBCU. But that's the rhetoric the Charlie Kirk was spread. Now, don't get me wrong. I can see what they doing. I can see what they doing. They trying to start a war amongst the Black kids and the white kids. I can see what they doing. They're trying to start a war amongst the Black kids versus the white kids. They should have took that shit over to Harvard. They should have took that shit over, and then Tennessee State University to the Black Americans. I know my daughter just graduated college. I wish Southern University would have. The way I would have went down there, the way I'd have been on that phone on the ones and twos cussing somebody out. Y'all not gonna say nothing about your tax dollars and your children's school time going to this bull? You sending your child off to college, getting Parent Plus student loans and all of this, and this what they at school talking about? Yeah, sexy lady. They came to create vision and be nosy. I mean, create the vision and be nosy. Absolutely, without a doubt. This is what the hard-earned money in time goes towards. Deport all illegals now. Ain't no illegals, especially no niggas, on no HBCU campus. They are on the wrong place, but this is done by design. And I need you, Black America. You need to get a hold of your kids. What do I mean by that? We got to start educating our kids. We got to start talking to our kids. If we have our kids solely rely on them, oh man, we about to be jacked. They already making our kids stupid. So if we have our children only rely on these people, we are screwed. We have to get back ahead and get a hold of our children. We got to tell them the history, the real truth. We got to tell them what's going on in the world, the real. And let me tell y'all something too. All y'all trying to follow these systems of these folks? Oh, I'm trying to do this because they said this is the best, and I'm trying to do this because they said that's the best. Don't do it. That works for them. It don't work for you. I have another video, and then we're gonna get into what Tennessee State had to say. Oh, they went down at the doggone campus. It went crazy at Tennessee State. Look, I think this is the one we already saw. I don't know. Let me see. Turn the volume down. But these are these white kids, these MAGA kids, going, and mind you, look at the hood, going into these HBCUs just to start a whole bunch of crap. Just to start a whole bunch of crap. And they think that this stuff is cute. All it is doing is causing agitation, and it is pulling Black Americans in somewhere that they have nothing to do with. Black America, these clears fighting each other over this Charlie Kirk stuff don't have nothing to do with our children. It has absolutely zero to do with Black American children. We need to be telling our children, let them folks argue amongst themselves with that. That don't have nothing to do with us. But they pulling our energy. They trying to find any and every way to pull us in it. We have to be vigilant and talk to our children not to engage in this bull crap. Because this right here is bull crap. It's more things your children and our babies need to be worried about and learning on school than some MAGA people coming to debate on some false stats on Charlie Kirk. And we need to be calling down to Tennessee State University saying, why are you bringing these MAGA kids to this school in order to incite riots and insurrections at the school? Because God forbid a nigga steal off on one of these croutons and then the police is called. Then it's Tennessee, so you know they're going to call a white boy sheriff, and then they're going to turn out into an all-out race war. Don't bring these people to these schools. But let's talk about the honest to God truth. Your HBCU ain't Black funded and it ain't Black owned. It ain't nothing for Black. The only thing Black about an HBCU is the people who attended and the folks who work it. A HBCU owned and operated by them clears just like the rest of them. Ain't no sovereignty and no safety at no HBCU when the same boogeyman behind them corners or them curtains as the ones up in here. So that's why they're inviting Charlie Kirk, MAGA people down to the schoolhouse, because the same people running it and the same rules apply. Keep them niggas occupied and confused. Keep them niggas confused, discombobulated, disorganized, disorganizated, whatever word I was trying to say, and keep them niggas all over the place. The same rules apply. We don't own no HBCUs. Ain't no safety for us in no HBCUs. If we being completely honest, the only thing HBCU provide for Black children is a sense of camaraderie and a place of belonging. Let's call a thing a thing. The education ain't top tier. The classrooms, the settings ain't top tier. The doggone buildings ain't top tier. The food ain't top tier. You go to them white colleges versus some of these HBCUs, it make you want to throw the whole doggone school away. And I know my baby just graduated from one. And this is what we got time and money to do. The same rules apply, y'all. I'm telling you. Just because it say it's Black don't mean it's Black. It ain't Black. Spelman is a white woman. I want my people to throw away Black Lives Matter so bad. Oh, girl. BLM is I hate it. 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 We got to tell our kids, throw Black Lives Matter away. Throw that BLM shit away. Please, God. But it wouldn't surprise me if these are paid actors as well, because they will pay children. This is what our children are doing right now. Of all the things these kids need at these HBCUs, MAGA is the very last thing they need. Maybe some clean water, maybe some dorm rooms that don't have mold in the ceiling, maybe some apartments You know, that I won't have to worry about my child coming out and having asbestos in. All types of things that HBCU need. A MAGA organization coming to the school ain't one of them. But this is what we pay top dollar for. And anybody who's gone to an HBCU know I ain't lying about the state of HBCUs. Them schools be horrible. Unliving conditions. Period. Let's get into what the school had to say. So the school came out and gave a statement in the NAACP. And y'all already know how I feel about the NAACP. They the most bullshitted people of all time. Let me see if I can see a little bit of it. I can hardly see it. I can't even see what the NAACP saying. But let me go to what the school said. Let me get a bigger picture. TSU statement on unauthorized campus activity. So they're saying they didn't authorize it. Today, a group of individuals unaffiliated with Tennessee State University appeared on campus without prior notice in accordance with university policy at any demonstration or protest activities require advance approval and permitting. Campus police and staff responded promptly, and the individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. They should have been arrested. That's trespassing. If you didn't invite them and they came without your will and your approval and they set up shop, that is literal textbook trespassing. They should have been arrested. But when it's a white man behind the black hand, you get it. So they left without incident. Then it goes on to say, at all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional, respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of our community. So basically, Tennessee State University said, yeah, we heard about it. We didn't invite them, but we kicked them off. Bye. Bye. If you think black people run HBCUs, you a new age fool. Black folk ain't never ran them HBCUs. I'm just saying. If you believe that black folks really and truly run them HBCUs, you dumb as a box of rocks, man. Them people don't own that. They just the figurehead. They the face. So it make niggas comfortable to come in. That's all. It's a way to keep niggas out their institution. That's all the HBCU. All the HBCU is a way to keep us out of their stuff. Not because of race. That's the poor man's thought process. Because they understand that there's a different curriculum at these schools. See, we teaching these kids different stuff than the ones we teaching these nigga babies. See, we teach these nigga babies a lot of black stuff and a lot of bull stuff. But over here, we teach these clear people and these kids of this status are different. That's why it's hard to get in Harvard. That's why it's hard to get in Princeton. Not because of race, you fool. That's why the Asians over there windmilling on them. It ain't got nothing to do with race. It's status. They got a different curriculum over there than you ever seen. And they don't want all eyes on their curriculum. They trying to get our children to fight each other. That's what they trying to do. Beautiful Ink, thank you for becoming a new member. They trying to get us to fight each other. They're trying to get our children to fight each other. And they don't know. All they know is to counter MAGA, all you have to do is say Black Lives Matter. And if you Black Lives Matter, or if you MAGA to counter Black Lives Matter, all you have to do is say MAGA. Most of them kids don't even know what they arguing about, for real, for real. Tisha, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Says, you see our Dallas ICE, of course, got pew pew up. I heard a little bit about that. They haven't described the white man yet. I wonder why. So right before I got on live, I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw something about that, but I didn't get to look into it. I'm going to look into it. If it's something, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to roll it tomorrow. Thank you, Tisha. Leisha, thank you for the super chat. Says, me and four of my friends had blank in 2K16 all have autism. There you go. Oh, we all had babies in 2016. Got it. And they all have autism. Let me tell you something. Shout out to the parents who dealing with that. and who working with that, you can beat that, and you can help to heal your child and beat that. Trust and believe. Don't let that white boy word be the end all be all. But there's a reason why that's not a coincidence. There's a reason why that is not a coincidence. Indigenous Indian 75. Hey, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I didn't get the shot. Thank you, Voodoo. You are a blessing. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I wasn't trying to drag people who did get the shot. So if you got the shot, it wasn't that. It's some things we know, some things we don't know. I just want us to not use discernment when it's not needed. Use it when we need it. Okay? Trey, thank you for the super chat. Said, you are right. These snakes talk out both sides of their mouth. We have to be grounded to discern when they slip the truth in. They do tell it sometimes. They tell it all the time, Trey. Man, look, when you stay grounded, you catch it so fast. When I tell you, them people, them crackers tell you what's really up. If you just pay attention and listen, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. And thank you again for the super chat. She says, they want to call us low IQ. The elders knew this, so they trained to debate, not just to react. It's time we sharpen up and bring that energy back. Fendi facts, okay? Fendi facts. Thank you, Trey, so much for the super chat. Now, you guys, it's definitely in prenatal care. If y'all were talking about that, where it's at, it's in prenatal care. It's in the vaccines once we get here. It's in the milk. It's in the Similac, what did you, Isomil, Infamil, whatever the meals. It's in that. It's in the vaccines. It's in the food. It's in the air. Where it's everywhere. I just think some of these components speed up certain things more than others. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. I love y'all so much. Y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I got to get up off of here and do love and hip hop, I think, yeah, today, Wednesday. I don't know. With that being said, I got to get up off here. Love y'all down to the ground. I will catch y'all tomorrow on the next one. Peace, y'all. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.